Is the Thai royal family hiding the truth? Because the real-life sleeping beauty of Thailand has not woken up yet, and it sparks fear and rumors across the nation. Today, we bring you a deeply concerning update on the Princess of Thailand, who is facing a serious health crisis. The beloved Thai princess has captured the hearts of many with her grace and dedication to her royal duties, but now her health has become a major topic of concern. What exactly happened to her that caused her not to gain consciousness? What does this mean for the royal family and the people of Thailand? What actually happened? And was the media lied to? Or was it just to save the monarch? What was the public's reaction to the princess's health crisis? Stay tuned as we dive into the details of this unfolding situation. So let's get started. Princess Bajrakitiyabha, who many in Thailand affectionately call Princess Ba, is the eldest child of King Maha Vajiralongkorn and his first wife, Princess Soam Sawali. Born on December 7, 1978, Princess Ba has grown into one of the most accomplished figures within the Thai royal family, with impressive postgraduate degrees in law from 2 prestigious universities in the United States. She's not only a scholar, but also a fitness enthusiast, with a passion for staying active. But there's much more to her than just academic and personal achievements. Princess Ba has a deep commitment to improving the lives of others, particularly when it comes to reforming the penal system in Thailand. Her advocacy for prisoners, especially women, is well known, and she's been a strong voice for one of the largest female prison populations in the world. Her dedication to public service didn't go unnoticed by her father, King Vajiralongkorn. Since he ascended the throne in 2016, Princess Ba has been a key figure in his inner circle. She was appointed as a senior officer in the king's personal guard, and in 2021 took on the role of Chief of Staff of the Royal Security Command, earning the rank of General. Princess Ba's influence extends beyond Thailand's borders. She's collaborated with the United Nations on several projects, and in September of 2008, was named a representative of Thailand for UN Women. Her diplomatic career is equally impressive, having served as Thailand's ambassador to Austria, Slovenia, and Slovakia. Through her various roles, Princess Ba continues to make a significant impact, both at home and internationally. On December 14, 2022, it was a regular day in Thailand when the nation was hit with shocking news about Princess Bajrakitiyabha. She was at an event in the Pakchon district of Nakhon Ratchasima province, where her beloved pets were being trained to compete in the Thailand Working Dog Championship, an event organized by the Royal Thai Army. Everything seemed normal until the 44-year-old princess suddenly collapsed. Her personal nurse, who was always by her side, quickly tried to revive her but couldn't. A soldier stepped in, performing CPR on Princess Ba for over an hour as they raced against time to save her. She was rushed to Pakchon Nana Hospital under the guidance of royal doctors, but by the time they reached the hospital, the situation looked grim. The princess had been without oxygen for far too long, a devastating fact because the brain begins to suffer permanent damage within just 5 minutes of oxygen deprivation. Despite the heroic efforts at the hospital, including connecting her to an ECMO machine, a life-saving device that circulates and oxygenates blood outside the body, Princess Ba's condition continued to deteriorate. When King Vajiralongkorn was informed of the seriousness, he immediately flew to Pakchong in a military helicopter, arriving close to midnight. Meanwhile, Thailand's top intensive care medical helicopter was also dispatched to the scene. Upon arriving at the hospital, the king was devastated to see how dire the situation was. Even though it was clear that his daughter's condition was beyond help, he ordered the doctors to do everything possible. Eventually, a decision was made to transfer Princess Ba to Bangkok's King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital by helicopter. Although the doctors there reported that her condition was stable to a certain extent, the reality was much bleaker. By the time she reached the hospital in Bangkok, she had been without brain function for at least 9 hours, and her heart and lungs were still not working. Initially, it was believed that Princess Ba had suffered a heart attack as her heart had stopped beating. The palace mentioned that she had collapsed due to severe heart arrhythmia, likely caused by inflammation from a mycoplasma infection, a type of bacterial infection. Heart disease is, after all, a serious concern in Thailand, with nearly 1 million cases per 100,000 people in 2022. But as the doctors at Chulalongkorn Hospital investigated further, they discovered the real cause, a brain aneurysm that had led to a massive subarachnoid hemorrhage. It turns out that an artery in Princess Ba's brain had been silently weakening for years, forming a balloon-like bulge that eventually burst, flooding her skull with blood. This sudden and catastrophic event caused her heart and lungs to fail. Tragically, even the world's best neurosurgeons couldn't have saved her in time, especially given the distance to the nearest hospital. The royal palace's medical bulletins were vague and cryptic, leaving the public uncertain about how serious Princess Bajrakitiyabha's condition truly was. All that was clear was that she never regained consciousness after collapsing. Doctors continued to monitor her closely, using medical equipment to support her heart, lungs, and kidneys. In time, the doctors at Chulalongkorn were finally able to confirm the heartbreaking truth. Princess Ba had no brain function. But this information has been kept secret. Under the king's orders, Princess Bajrakitiyabha remains technically alive, kept so by the ECMO machine, though she will never wake up. In the wake of Princess Bajrakitiyabha's sudden health crisis, the entire nation of Thailand responded with an outpouring of support. Her hospitalization has sparked widespread concern, prompting government officials, religious organizations, and countless citizens to engage in prayer and well-wishing activities, all hoping for a miracle. Senior leaders, including Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha, visited the princess at Chulalongkorn Hospital a week after her collapse. They prostrated and presented offerings at a large portrait of the princess, a gesture that underscored the gravity of the situation. Military units across the country have held mass ceremonies, pleading for divine intervention. Civil servants and local administrations in every province have been instructed to organize religious ceremonies for the princess. These initiatives include donating alms to monks and releasing animals that were destined for slaughter, symbolizing hope for life and recovery. Monks nationwide have been directed to include blessings for the princess in their daily prayers, while the Supreme Patriarch was called for an additional daily ceremony in every temple across the kingdom. Even Christian and Muslim leaders have rallied their communities to offer prayers for the princess's recovery. At the hospital, a section has been set aside where people can write encouraging messages in get-well books for the princess. Videos shared on social media capture the crowds gathering outside Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital, where several vigils are being held as the princess remains on life support. Despite these public displays of support, there was a growing concern within the palace. The royal family feared that the disruption of New Year celebrations, especially after 2 years of economic hardship due to the pandemic, could further erode the monarchy's popularity. In light of the princess's condition, the festive celebrations for New Year 2023 were either canceled or significantly toned down. However, beneath all this public show of support lies a harsh reality, as the palace and government know all too well. By any reasonable definition of death, Princess Bajrakitiyabha has been gone since that fateful day in December. Yet as some continue to write messages of hope, others are diving deep into speculation, particularly on social media. They are not just wondering about the princess's condition, but also about the future of Thailand's monarchy. The grim speculation is that the princess may never recover, leaving the nation to ponder what comes next for the royal family. The intense concern across Thailand for Princess Bajrakitiyabha's health and the extraordinary efforts to bring her back to life stem from her pivotal role in the future of the Thai monarchy. Princess Bajrakitiyabha is widely regarded as the most plausible heir to the throne. Her father, King Vajiralongkorn, shares a deep bond with her, and she's known to be close to Queen Suthida, likely her strongest ally within the palace. In a country where the succession has traditionally been patriarchal, Bajrakitiyabha was seen as a potential trailblazer, poised to become the next sovereign. King Vajiralongkorn has not officially named an heir, but many view Princess Bajrakitiyabha as the most suitable candidate. As one of the king's 3 children who hold formal titles, she's eligible for the throne under the 1924 Palace Law of Succession. Her status as the eldest daughter further solidifies her position in the eyes of the Thai people, who see her as having the purest royal blood, making her the most fitting next monarch. The other 2 legitimate children of King Vajiralongkorn from his 5 marriages are Princess Sirivanavari and Prince Dipankorn Rasmajati. However, many believed Princess Bajrakitiyabha would be the first woman to ascend the throne, breaking centuries of tradition and marking a new era in the Thai monarchy. This is why her health crisis has gripped the nation, and why every possible step has been taken in hopes of her recovery. A royal crisis is brewing in Thailand, following the sudden collapse of Princess Bajrakitiyabha Mahidol, which has ignited a national conversation about the future of the Thai monarchy. The succession's uncertainty has brought attention to the royal family, especially given that the palace succession law traditionally favors a male heir. However, a constitutional amendment in 1974 allows for a daughter of the royal line to ascend the throne, if a successor has not been named. This possibility could bring significant changes to the Thai monarchy, marking a departure from its long-standing traditions. The Thai monarchy, known for its extensive political influence and secretive operations, has faced increasing scrutiny in recent years. There have been growing protests against the monarchy, with many calling for limits on the king's power. The monarchy's symbolic power has been a cornerstone of Thailand's political system, revered and respected as a guiding force. However, palace politics remain deeply intriguing and shrouded in secrecy. Discussing these matters openly in Thailand is often dangerous due to strict lèse-majesté laws, which prohibit criticism of the monarchy. Different factions within the palace support different candidates for the throne, adding to the complexity of the situation. The ongoing public discussions represent a significant shift from the traditional taboo surrounding the royal family, as people increasingly speak out and call for reform. The health crisis of Princess Bajrakitiyabha has highlighted a succession crisis within the Thai royal family. A key element in the survival of any monarchy is having a pool of competent successors. But none of King Vajiralongkorn's legitimate children have married or produced heirs. With Princess Bajrakitiyabha incapacitated, Vajiralongkorn faces pressure to resolve the succession issue. One potential candidate is Vajirasorn Vivacirewongse, the king's second son, who made a surprise visit to Thailand in August 2023 after living abroad for 27 years. Disowned by his father in 1996, his return has fueled speculation about a looming succession crisis. The question of who will succeed to the Thai throne is becoming increasingly uncertain. By the early 2020s, only 3 of Vajiralongkorn's children retained their royal titles: Princess Bajrakitiyabha, Princess Sirivanavari, and Prince Dipankorn. No woman has ever ascended the Thai throne, and although the constitution technically allows it, it seems unlikely that Vajiralongkorn would choose a female heir unless there were no male alternatives. Prince Dipankorn has long been rumored to have neurological challenges, further complicating the situation. With Princess Bajrakitiyabha in a coma and no clear heir apparent, the future of the Thai monarchy remains uncertain and fraught with potential conflict. It's uncertain how long this situation will continue. Several royal sources suggest that Princess Bajrakitiyabha may be kept artificially alive, prolonging the inevitable. Her condition is undeniably a personal tragedy for the royal family, who deserve compassion and the space to grieve. This is not a moment for celebration, for solemn reflection on the loss of a life. When the official announcement of her death is finally made, the period of strict mourning is likely to be brief, perhaps no longer than 2 weeks. While there will be additional mourning in the months that follow, this will primarily involve officials wearing black clothing or armbands, along with an increase in royalist propaganda. The mourning for Princess Ba is expected to be less stringently enforced compared to previous royal deaths. The government is likely to be particularly mindful of the economic impact, especially on the tourism and hospitality sectors, which have already been severely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. A prolonged period of mourning is simply not sustainable given the current economic climate. However, the people of Thailand deserve transparency. They shouldn't be dragged through days or weeks of royalist ceremonies, praying for the impossible resurrection of a woman who has no chance of recovery. The delay in announcing her death allows the royal family and the regime to exploit the situation, using the princess's plight to stir up royalist sentiment across the country. It's also crucial to consider what Princess Ba's death means for the future of the Thai monarchy. She was widely seen as the most likely successor to King Vajiralongkorn, or at least as a regent for her younger half-brother, Dipankorn, whose severe autism makes it unlikely that he could reign alone. As of August 2024, the princess remains in a coma with no expectation of recovery, leaving the future of the dynasty in question. As we reflect on the unfolding situation surrounding Princess Bajrakitiyabha, it's clear that Thailand is facing a moment of profound uncertainty. The prolonged uncertainty over her health and the potential implications for the monarchy highlight the delicate balance between tradition and modernity within the Thai royal family. The nation must grapple with the reality of a possible succession crisis while navigating the emotional and economic impacts of the situation. Transparency and compassion should guide the response, acknowledging the gravity of Princess Bajrakitiyabha's condition and respecting her family's grief, while also addressing the practicalities of the monarchy's future. As Thailand watches closely, the royal family's next steps will not only shape the future of the monarchy, but also reflect the evolving dynamics within Thai society. The question of who will succeed King Vajiralongkorn and how the royal succession will be handled remains at the forefront of national disclosure. What do you think of the Thai royal family crisis? See you in the next video.